The night shift at the gas station. The night shift at the gas station was always the same. Coffee, silence, trucks passing by on the road, until that night when the bell above the door rang and a girl walked inside. She was dirty and shaking. She kept looking over her shoulder. I immediately stopped what I was doing and went over to her. "Are you okay?" The girl paused for a moment, then she slowly nodded. "Yeah." She just stood there between the shelves for a while. Then she grabbed a small bottle of water from the fridge and a chocolate bar. She placed them on the counter. I noticed her hands were trembling. "I don't know what happened to you, but are you sure you're okay?" She only nodded again. "Yeah, I'm okay now." I scanned her items, but I still couldn't stop myself from asking, "You look scared." The girl lowered her eyes. "On my way here, I ran into a man. He had tattoos all over his face. I think he was trying to drag me into his car." I stopped scanning and looked at her. "Do you want me to call the police?" The girl shook her head. "No, I can handle it." I handed her the receipt. "Are you sure? You really don't look like you're in a state where I'd feel comfortable leaving you alone." The girl smiled slightly for the first time. "I'll be okay. It was scary, but it happened a few hours ago. I think I'm safe now." "Thank you." "Okay, but can I at least give you my number, just so you can text me and let me know you're okay?" She looked at me, then took the phone number I had quickly written down, along with the water and the chocolate bar, and left. Time passed. I almost forgot about her. Every now and then, someone came in to get gas. Someone bought coffee or cigarettes. It was just another ordinary night shift. Almost 2 hours passed, and then the doorbell rang. I looked up. My heart stopped for a moment. A man with a tattooed face walked inside, exactly like the one she had described. For a moment, I just stared. I couldn't take my eyes off him. As if he noticed me watching him, he gave me a brief smile. Then he walked over to the drinks aisle. He grabbed an energy drink and slowly walked up to the counter. "1 pack of cigarettes. The blue ones, please." His voice was calm, almost disturbingly normal. My hands started shaking as I scanned his purchase. "Is something wrong?" he asked. "You look a little pale." "Just a long shift." He nodded, paid, wished me a good evening, and left. I didn't breathe properly again until the door closed behind him, but when I looked outside, his car was still parked there. The lights were off, and he was sitting behind the wheel, like he was waiting for something. Suddenly, I felt completely alone. I grabbed my phone. "Me. Hey, can you pick me up after my shift?" The reply came almost instantly. "Lucas, sure, what's going on?" I thought for a moment about what to write. Then I just typed it. "Me. There's a weird guy here." "Me. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I have a really bad feeling about him." "Me. I don't want to walk to the parking lot alone." This time the reply came almost immediately. "Lucas. Sure. Lucas. Wait for me. I'll be there in a few minutes." I looked at the clock. There were only a few minutes left until the end of my shift. Finally, I could breathe again. A new message appeared on my screen. "Lucas, I'm around the corner." I let out a sigh of relief. I didn't even realize how tense I had been until I saw that message. My shift was over. I checked the gas station one more time, turned off the lights, grabbed my keys and took one last look outside. The parking lot was empty. Or at least I thought it was. I stepped outside. The cold air hit my face. I turned around and locked the door. The key turned in the lock. The click suddenly sounded louder than usual. I put the keys in my pocket and took my first step toward the cars. "Were you waiting for someone?" I froze. I recognized that voice. Slowly I turned around. He was standing there. The tattooed man. I didn't know where he had been the whole time. I didn't know how long he had been watching me. I only knew one thing. I was outside, and the gas station behind me was locked. "Leave me alone." I tried to make my voice sound firm, but it didn't. He smiled. "You don't have to be afraid." I took a step back, and that's when I realized there was no one else in the parking lot. Lucas wasn't there yet. "Leave me alone." This time he didn't smile. His expression changed. I took another step back, and then he moved, faster than I expected. He grabbed my arm and pulled me toward him. "Let go of me." His other hand covered my mouth. My heart started pounding so hard that I could barely hear anything else. I tried to scream. I tried to pull away, but he was stronger. "It won't hurt if you cooperate." In that moment, I thought of the girl and how she had escaped. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't make it out. And then I heard, "Hey." The man froze. His hand slowly slipped away from my face. Lucas was standing in the parking lot. I don't know how quickly he got there. I only saw the look on his face. I had never seen him like that before. "Let her go." The man turned around, and for the first time he looked uncertain. Lucas lunged at him before I could say anything. The man let go of me, and I collapsed to the ground. I heard shouting, the sound of blows. For several seconds, I just sat there, unable to move. Then Lucas got the man to the ground and held him there until the police arrived. A few minutes later, blue lights appeared in the parking lot. The police officers moved the man aside and started asking what happened. I just stood there, still shaking. One of the officers turned toward a car parked nearby. When he got closer to it, he stopped for a moment, like something had caught his attention. Then he covered his nose and grabbed his radio. "I need backup." Nobody said anything. I just watched as he walked toward the trunk. "What's going on?" I asked. Nobody answered me. And then I saw his face, that expression, the one that told me everything before he even said a word. "Stay back." That sentence immediately caught my attention. "What's happening?" I asked. The officer turned around. "Miss, please stay there." I nodded, but I didn't listen. I don't know why. Maybe because deep down I already knew it wasn't going to be anything good. Slowly I walked toward the car. "Miss, I told you to stay back." His voice sounded stricter this time, but I kept walking. And suddenly I understood why the officer looked that way. I stopped a few steps away from the car. The officer had left the trunk open, and I looked inside. I wished I hadn't, because inside was her. The girl who had been standing in front of me behind the counter just a few hours earlier. The girl who told me she had met a man with a tattooed face. The girl who left with a bottle of water and a chocolate bar in her hand. Beside her was an empty bottle. And the wrapper from the chocolate bar. The same one I had sold her. Later, I learned her name. Sarah. They had been searching for her for several days.